I can see by your eagerness and wonder, my friend, that you expect to be informed of the secrets with which I am acquainted. That cannot be. Listen patiently until the end of my story, and you will easily perceive why I am reserved upon that subject. One of the phenomena that I had been peculiarly attracted to was the structure of the human frame. I saw how the form of a man was degraded and wasted. I saw how the worm inherited the wonders of the eye and the brain. Yet in the midst of this darkness, a sudden light broke in upon me. I was surprised that I alone should be left to reserve so astonishing a secret. And after endless nights of labor and fatigue, I became myself capable of bestowing animation upon lifeless matter.
On the day she was created, no blood was shed from the man's side, for this creation was forged by the Creator herself.
And when I found so astonishing the power placed within my hands, I hesitated a long time concerning the manner in which I should employ it. I will not lead you on. Learn from me, if not by my example. And I would hope to at least lie the foundation of future success. And the new species would bless me as its creator. Collegiate forensics is an activity that allows for a safe and supportive environment, as well as levels of mentorship that may be difficult to find elsewhere. Some students and coaches refer to their team as a family. However, how is that family affected when one of the members is no longer around?
In his 2021 research titled "Whose Team Is It Anyway?", Brenton Michael explains that forensic coaches often serve as mentors, confidants, educators, friends, and support systems. So when the coach-student relationship is severed, the student often feels lost. In their 2019 research, Doctors Jean Rhodes and Sarah Lowe found that mentoring relationships influence self-esteem both positively and negatively. Students whose mentors disappear because of circumstances or after eligibility is over experience feelings of abandonment, vulnerability, rejection, and insecurity due to the unique connection that exists within the relationship. While competitors often struggle with feelings of frustration and anxiety regarding the departure of their coach, the loss of their family, those feelings impact future relationships. It is crucial for coaches and competitors to understand how we can navigate these relationships during transitional periods so that no student is left asking, how do we move forward when we feel left behind?
The Creation by Katie Briggs
and Frankenstein by Mary Shelley.
I doubted at first whether I should create a being like myself or that of simpler organization, but my imagination was too much exalted by my first successes to doubt my ability to bring life to anything greater than a man. It is with these feelings that I began. I collected bones from charnel houses and disturbed with profane fingers the tremendous secrets of the human frame. In a solitary chamber, or rather cell at the top of the house, and separated from all of the other compartments by a gallery and a staircase, I kept my workplace of filthy creation. The dissecting room in the slaughterhouse held most of my materials, and after months of collecting them and rearranging, I began. I resolved, contrary to my first intention, to create a being of gigantic stature. That is to say, about 8 feet in height and proportionally large. I gazed upon the creature well unfinished. He was ugly then, But when those muscles and joints rendered capable of motion, it was something that even Dante could not have conceived. No one could describe the feelings that bore me onward like a hurricane in the first enthusiasm of success. I had never seen a more interesting creature. I had beheld the monster in which I had created. His eyes, if eyes they may be called, were fixed on me. His jaw opened and muttered some inarticulate sounds as a grin wrinkled his cheeks. He may have said something, but I did not hear. On the day she was created,
no blood was shed from the man's side, for this creation was forged by the Creator herself. Her purpose is not her own. I give her lips to give smiles, her words to echo the ideas of others. Watch as I breathe air into her lungs and plant the very idea of creation inside of her.
Unable to endure the monster in which I had just created, I paced up and down with the greatest agitation, listening attentively as if every sound were to announce the demoniacal corpse in which I had miserably given life. My cheek had grown pale with study. My person had become emaciated with confinement. I mean, sometimes on the very brink of certainty, I failed. Yet I still clung to hope that the next day or the next hour might realize. I gazed on the creature's dark eyes, deep fringed lashes, and lovely lips. So much has been done, and far more will I achieve. Treading in footsteps already marked, I will pioneer a new way. Explore to the world the unknown powers and the mysteries of my creation. My work had come to a near conclusion. I saw the yellow eye of the creation open. It breathed deep, and a convulsive motion agitated its limbs.
On the day she was created, no blood was shed from the man's side, for this creation was forged by the Creator herself. Her purpose is not her own. I give her lips to give smiles, her words to echo the ideas of others. Watch as I breathe air into her lungs and plant the very idea of creation inside of her. For you see, when I created the image of woman, I saw myself. Gaze upon her greatness, for she is me and I am God. How can I describe my emotions as a catastrophe? His limbs were in proportion. I had selected his features as beautiful. I had worked hard for years for the sole purpose of infusing life into an inanimate body. And now that I had finished, the beauty of the dream vanished. And I felt the bitterness